G'day guys, how are you? I hope you guys are going well. Life is flat out with 3 kids. So my 18 weeks parental leave from the government kind of extended out because the kids got sick and Dave's away. So I'm just kind of survival mode. See, I even filmed this the day after Mother's Day. It's Monday morning. I dropped the kids off at school, kinder. My youngest is asleep having her morning nap. And I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to clean the house for an hour and just get it back to scratch. I have really tried to keep my weekly routines of cleaning. So Monday is the kitchen and it can be a different task each week. I don't always do the same one. Today I'm going to be doing the toaster and the dishwasher. But I definitely find by the end of the week, I'm not as consistent. I'm always really consistent at the start of the week. Do you guys find this? Like, I don't know, it's just something about Monday, let's get into it. But as the week goes on, I end up doing less and less. And for mopping day, I haven't had the mop and bucket out for a few weeks now. I've just been using the robot, which literally just puts water around. So it's great for dust and chalk and stuff like that, but a deeper kind of clean, it just doesn't do because the robot vacuum, you can't actually put any cleaning products in it. You can only put water in it. So maybe I will have to flip my week a little bit just so I can get to the mopping of the house.
I don't know where she came from. Kinda turned me upside down. I just don't know what to do. I wanna spend the night at hers and bring her one of my t-shirts so it smells like her perfume. Now I really get what the love songs are talking about, and I just wanna tell her how I feel, scream it out loud. Have you ever been in love?
So you guys know I love to use the Scrub Daddies, and this Scrub Daddy I have had since we moved in here. So it's probably about 9 months old and it still looks okay. Every now and then I'll chuck it in the dishwasher on the top shelf and it'll go through a wash there that I use here at the sink. Now I'm changing over to the Scrub Mummy, and what I really like about the Scrub Mummy is on one side it's got that kind of plasticky Scrub Daddy that is soft when it's hot and when it's cold it's really firm. But on the other side, it's got a sponge. It's a really sudsy sponge.
And I really get what the love songs are talking about. Oh, and I just want to tell her how I feel, scream it out loud. Have you ever been in love? Have you ever lost your head? Have you felt like you were out of breath when you saw her in that dress? When your heart is beating fast and you're sweating and you can't stop looking at her smile, then you've been in love. That's how you know you've been in love.
And like I said, with my kitchen routine, I don't do the same thing each week. Like I already know next week I'm going to prioritize doing the microwave and giving that a really good clean. Now I've done the dishwasher this week, and sometimes I'll just do the cupboards and remove all the machines from the benches and clean around there. But I just find if I just dedicate a little bit of time to the kitchen, then that works well. Like I said today, I dropped the kids off, but you know, sometimes if we're up at 5:30, I've got the kitchen done before we've done school drop off. So it just really depends what kind of morning we're having. I very much go with the flow as much as possible. If I'm up with the youngest because she's woken up at 5:30, then I just get up and start my day. The kids tend to stay in their rooms until 7 o'clock, whether that's sleeping or playing quietly. And then ideally we will tidy up the room before coming out. But as you'll see today, it just didn't happen, so I wanted to go and give both their rooms a little bit of a sparkle and put some things away.
Tell me, why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long. Tell me, why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long, want you all night, 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 want you all night.
Now, I certainly do not share fashion on my channel normally, but these pants were from Big W. I managed to get them on a 20% off sale and they were down to $7, which I was just like, really? That is just amazing. And what I like about them is they're fluffy on the inside. And funnily enough, I have a pair from last year that is still going well in the blue, but this year I bought some navy blue, pink and black. Like, I just love them that much. And I actually went down a size. Like, the one I'm wearing there is actually a small, where I tend to wear a medium, but I feel like their sizes are a bit different now, whereas the small is fitting nicely. Now, Dave shared our little YouTube short making this Kmart 2-in-1 toddler seat, and it has been awesome for our 3. He's now 4-year-old. It helps him to just sit up nicely at the table and have a spot for his feet to rest. And this job, guys, I am swapping over my summer clothes for winter clothes, and I'm really surprised. When I looked at the time, this actual job took me like 5 minutes. I just had kind of thought this was going to take ages, that I hadn't just done it at another time. I was really surprised. Do you often find that with jobs, you're like, oh, this is going to take so long, and you just get into it and then it's done and you're like, well, why did I put that off? Like, I could have spared 5 minutes multiple times on multiple days. But anyway, I did it during this hour of power, and I've sped everything up because I really wasn't going that fast while I was doing this. The great thing about having these grey tubs up the top, I found, is I'm just a bit more accountable for what clothes I've got, whether I want to keep them. I suppose it's kind of a slight take on a capsule wardrobe, but anyway, to put the summer stuff up and get the winter stuff out. And I also have one with work uniform, which I'm not getting. I'm actually extending my maternity leave, which I'm super excited about, the benefits of long service leave. So I did mention that Dave's away, and at the moment, guys, I just find this is a bit crazy, but this is what we're doing. So he comes back on a Saturday morning at 7:30 a.m. and he leaves on a Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock, and he is away for the whole week. And unfortunately, where we live, the TAFE course he's wanting to do they didn't have a teacher, so we just couldn't do it. So he has gone hours away to be able to do this, to do his pre-apprenticeship before starting an actual apprenticeship. I'll explain more another time when it happens, but that's where we're at the moment. So it is such a challenge at the moment, solo parenting. I have always thought single parents were absolute heroes, and it's amazing what they do. But now I'm living it like I just knew it would be hard. And then I thought, once the kids get sick, it's going to be even harder. And that happened week 2. And so you just don't have enough hands. But what I've been really trying to control is the amount of stuff in our house. So this is what I say to myself: if in doubt, throw it out. Like, I have not regretted. I was trying to think if I have regretted decluttering something and I wish that I kept it. And honestly, guys, I can't think of something. Have you decluttered something and just wish you hadn't? Tell me in the comments below. I'd be really interested. The thing I find, and like this is why I was keen to clean up my son's room, is that you could just, like, we as adults get overstimulated. Kids do too. I mean, my kids will even go into their rooms and say, oh, it's a mess. And then they just want to walk out again. They're not actually interested in playing because it's just like overwhelming. So like I said, if in doubt, throw it out. And the amount of paper work and stuff that comes home from school, and artwork and little activities they've done, like, wowsy, the amount of colouring in you do in prep is quite phenomenal. That just comes home, and if she wants to keep it, that's fine, but if not, like, it just goes in the recycle bin. Like, we cannot keep all this stuff that comes home. And if I have to move something twice, like, honestly, it just goes in the bin, because how much time do you just waste moving stuff around the place? So that's what I'm kind of doing to manage the situation, just manage the amount of inventory and stuff that I have to look after, because I'm so busy looking after 3 kids, so I just don't have time to deal with a lot of stuff as well. So what you'll see here, guys, is I actually am doing this really slowly. So I've just taken off the speed up, and you can see that I'm not doing this quickly at all. And you know what? I'm just doing it in silence. I am actually appreciating the silence. And what I've just showed you there is a morning routine. So that's what we do in the mornings. Each kid has that, and they need to get through their jobs, and that just keeps them on track. And I just feel like I don't have to nag, go back to your sheet, know what to do next. Well, they've been doing it for over a term now, so they know hair, then brush their teeth. So that's been really helpful for us, and it just saves me, like I said, repeating myself again and again and again. So guys, I'll see how I go doing videos. Like I said, I'm so time poor at the moment, so everything is just on a priority system, and unfortunately these longer videos take a lot of time, so you will be seeing a few more of the shorter videos just because I can whip them out really quickly and I can edit them on the run, whereas having my computer and editing and music and the whole lot just takes a lot more time. So I will try and still do the long videos, but I'll just have to see how I go. If you've watched to the end, guys, thank you so much. Bye.